Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl. Welcome to my channel. And so I hope that you find lots here to resonate with you. If you do, please hit the like button or subscribe and leave me a comment down below because I really love the feedback. I like knowing what's going well, and I like knowing what you're looking for, what you're asking for. So as always, before before this reading, I asked all the guardian angels of all the Scorpios to come and join me and share their wisdom, whatever it is they've been trying to tell you or trying to get your attention, that either you're missing the messages or you're getting them but you're not trusting it, or you just need some confirmation, something like that. So that's what they're here for. And they choose the decks. So, and then of course they choose the cards within the deck. So that's exactly how that works. So they give it to me in, sometimes pictures, and then I have to translate it into words. Sometimes they put it directly in my ear, and then I repeat what they say. Sometimes they give me a feeling, maybe an emotion or maybe goosebumps or something like that. And then again, I have to translate it. Most of the time for me, I find that I start speaking and the words come out. And that's what you hear. We hear it at the same time. So that's how mostly it goes for me. All right. Let's see. Wow, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. I'm impressed. So here is the beginning. Here's the cougar saying, have confidence. You know what you're doing. Take charge. Have the confidence in it. You know how this works. Your intuition is spot on. And so you can boldly go forward, knowing that you're doing it right. And that any minute that it feels not quite as right, that you know how to pause and readjust if necessary, or whatever it takes, that you got this. It's this solid absolute. Your angels are like their feet are firmly planted. This is the confidence. You have it already. There's no need even to go looking for it. Yeah, it's all perfect. It's already lined up. It feels like you've done a lot of work up until this point to get everything lined up that you've been manifesting deliberately, and here it is. Now it's about, for some of you it's here. You haven't quite recognized it yet. For some of you, you are recognizing it just now. Some of you, it's not quite here yet. But relax, have confidence. It's here. You're good. You've been doing all this preparation. You're ready. So the big changes that are happening. This is pretty amazing. Like they're not telling me specifically what the topic is, but there's a lot of changes happening, and you're ready. And so there's a few more things. You could line up a few more things, dot some I's, cross some T's. Those things will come to you. You will understand them as they come. So, you're just as ready as you can be. And the changes are. Does it feel like kind of what? Yeah, a little bit. Like you don't know specifically what those are going to be, but you understand that the changes have been already happening, and there's more of them to come. And it's fine because you recognize that right now you're in the midst of it. You understand that things cannot stop right here in this moment. It's I said this to somebody earlier today. Feels like hurry up and wait. So, you've been manifesting all this stuff. A lot of the changes have already happened and are happening, and they will continue to happen until they get to, the peak of it. And so some of it's going to feel pretty big, like it's a move, or it's a relationship, or it's a job, whatever it is. It's the bigger stuff, the stuff that tends to take more of your time and energy, right? It's not just which clothes to put on today. So you have a lot of creativity, and you're using your intuition too. And so continuing to do that is really key. And so receiving the creative messages is how they're saying it to me. They're, so what does that look like, angels? When you're tapping into your intuition and you are deliberately manifesting things, because Scorpios tend to do that. Some people call that overthinking, and it can be that for sure. But the beginning part of that is to think up what exactly is it that you want and flesh it out, with all your ideas. And then take the action steps required to create it in reality, right? So it's called overthinking if you stop taking steps and you just keep thinking, right? You have to change from thoughts to action at some point. It doesn't have to be hard work. It just has to be steps in the right direction. So you have all this creativity, so you understand, that you can make it. You can decide how you want it to be and go after that. Deliberately go after that. Okay. So here it's time. It's time to get better food. Some of you are already doing that. So good for you. Now, I'm a Scorpio. Just yesterday, I achieved a new commitment to myself. And so I decided so far to start with water and less processed stuff. And that's exactly what they're saying right now, the clean energy food. So clean energy food is stuff that was grown purely with beautiful intention. So, if you can find a market garden or things like that, where the people are growing the food with love, and you can tell, when you talk to those people, you understand what's in that food. And so when that's the food you're eating, or maybe you've got your own garden, is what they're showing me, or it's somebody who has the garden. When that's the kind of food that's being raised or grown, so we're talking about animals too. Not everybody has to be a vegetarian. That's not at all what they're saying. They're saying whatever suits you, eat the highest quality food that you can possibly get. And same with the water. And make sure that you're continuing to be hydrated, because that's a huge part of a physical body is the hydration, right? And then you can think better. When you've got good food and lots of hydration, well, then your brain clears up, your thoughts become clearer, your intuition is way better, spot on, and you have the physical energy to take those action steps that they were just talking about with all the ideas. And so looking after yourself is really quite number one. And that's what this is, feeding yourself proper fuel. If you got your car and you put the wrong kind of fuel in, it's not likely to go very well. Same with the human body. If you put in the processed stuff or the stuff that's full of sugar, you're really going to not run very well. You're not going to function very well. So here's your cue. This is your boot in the butt to get you on board with eating better. Okay, some of you need, oh boy, do you ever. Oh, you're tired. You're tired. Take a break. Clear some schedule. Have some downtime, whether that's sleeping, whether it's just having a beautiful cup of tea by yourself in a quiet spot, whether it's snuggling with your pets or your honey, whatever this takes, get some downtime. This is just right on a par with the good food, right? How productive can you be if you're so tired you can hardly move, right? You're filling your schedule and your plate too full. So you can achieve that either by dropping some of the things, and they're saying, no, they're all really, really important. Well, okay, get somebody else to do them then, right? Somebody who's not tapped out, because you are tapped out. You're tired. Get some rest. Okay. Obviously, this isn't going to be applicable for every single one of you. So again, I'm a Scorpio. I've been getting beautiful rest. I do appreciate, though, the key, or the cue here, to have some downtime, to just get to know my inner self some more. What do I feel like? What do I want? Creating my own reality, right, in my quiet retreat time. So we all need to do that regularly in order to keep ourselves fed, in order to keep our lives on track, in order to keep things flowing. All these big changes that we've been experiencing and will continue to experience, they take energy. Even the good changes, they take energy. And so we owe it to ourselves to eat the good food, drink lots of water, and get appropriate rest and downtime. So, and with all that, that assists us in changing our perspective. So some of you have been thinking in terms of lack, in terms of, I don't know what's going to happen, in terms of uncertainty, in terms of not knowing where all these changes are leading, right? And being fearful a little bit about that. And so it's time to change your perspective. Make it so that you understand that you are always so abundant. Everything around you is abundant. Like, look around, look at everything. It's not just things, it's feelings, it's people, it's love, it's water and good food and the ability to rest. It's all that stuff. And so changing your perspective from, oh, I need, or I want, to I am abundant. I am treasured. Isn't that a great word? So changing to an abundance mindset is what brings more of the abundance to you. We know that. We all know that. We've known this forever. But we still kind of get stuck in that lack mindset a little bit. We get stuck complaining, and saying, I don't know what's going to happen, instead of, I'm looking forward to whatever's going to be happening. Right? There are ways, right? The way you say it, it becomes the way you believe it and the way you perceive it. So help yourself in that way. Let other people around you help you with that as well. Let them remind you that this is how to think of this, or how to look at it, or that there's different ways of looking at that, right? And so all of that leads to words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. What were we just saying? Exactly that. Exactly that. Like, you can't make this up. I mean, come on. So your angels are saying, like, yeah, watch out for how you're talking and how you're thinking, and always have it on the upside, right? So acknowledging that, okay, maybe that thing didn't quite go the way I was hoping for it to go, but I have to trust that something better is coming for me. And I have to trust that the timing is going to be exactly perfect once I understand the rest of it, right? It is so abundant. Everything around us, like, it just feels so amazing. If you let yourself tap in to what is for you. So this is, again, your intuition. It's your angels. It's your divine guidance. It's, all that stuff. Get yourself really grounded in your feet. Use your petrified wood if you have it, or whatever you've got. Lay on the ground outside. Certainly be barefoot. Hug trees. All that stuff. Help yourself be grounded. And get into your quiet retreat mode, knowing your inner self and getting your divine guidance, and really, really download that and feel how it feels. Like, it doesn't have to be something specific, like, oh, go here, do this, and then that'll come to you. It's a feeling. It's a general feeling that everything is right with the world. Now, I know the world doesn't look all that right at the moment, but it is. It is. It feels so good when you tap into that. It's just amazing. I keep using the word abundance, but I just don't know what else other word really covers it, right? Everything that we can possibly need is right here at our fingertips. And as soon as we believe it, well, then it's in our hand, right? So count on it. Count on that. Okay. One more bit of wisdom from the daily guidance. Child, let yourself, this is your inner child. So who we've just been talking about, who you can tap into and get the overall feeling of your world, the feeling of abundance, the feeling of always being looked after, the confidence that life is beautiful. If you look at children, they laugh often and easily. And they trust the adults around them, the angels around them, to look after their needs, to feed them, to keep them warm and dry, to love them. And we do love those children. And so in that way, your guardian angels also love you. Take it. Take it. It is the reassurance that you are always looked after. Okay, Scorpio, can you help me? Let's beam some of that assurance and that love that we have for the children around us and for our own inner child. Spread that all over the world. You know that old saying that there was a commercial, there was a senior woman saying, Frank's Red Hot Sauce, I spread that shit on everything. Let's spread this shit all over the world. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Scorpio. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you next week.